Welcome to day 2 of the full toning workout series with one resistance band. If you haven't watched video 1, I would highly recommend you go and watch that one first. And then come join us for day 2. All you need is a resistance band with handles. If it doesn't have handles, don't worry, you can still use it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get started. All you need is some space. I always like to have a wall when I'm doing this, especially for balance exercises, so make sure you have a wall or something stable if you're able to. Okay, first we're just going to start out with having both your feet on the band, and this is going to be a really small movement, but we're going to alternate taking one arm up just as high as you can, as high as the resistance will let you. Notice for me, I can't go up very far, and that's okay. I don't want you to really try and lift it up. Just try to go as far as you can, keep your arms straight. If you need to reduce the resistance, bring your feet in closer, and that's going to give you a little less resistance. The further away your feet are, the harder it's going to be. Just start to get some blood flowing through those shoulders. And now I want you to stay on the right side. So stay on the right side and just do a small pulse. So you're coming up, holding it there, and we're just pulsing it out. What we're trying to do is trying to get the blood flowing to those muscles to help with a warm-up. And 3, 2, switch other side. So take that left arm up and just slowly pulse it out. And keep going. Keep that arm straight. Try not to hike up that shoulder. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now, we're going to go into a lunge variation. Get into a lunge position. I want you to put the band as close as you can to the front of your foot. Lunge position. And for me, I like to cross my bands on this one. Right foot's in front. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to come down into a lunge and then pulse back, taking those arms straight. Stand all the way up, lunge, and pull back. Lunge, and pull back. When you're lunging, remember, somebody's pushing your head straight down. You don't have to go down very far. Just go down however far you're comfortable with. You're lunging, and then you're pulling those arms back. If you need more resistance, grab the actual tubing, and so that way you can pull back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and come back up. We have 5 more on this side. 4, pull back. 3, 2, last one. I want you to hold it down here now. So hold it here, and you're just going to pulse back and forth with those arms, staying straight, squeezing those shoulder blades together. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Before we switch to the other side, I want you to take one handle of the band and the other is just kind of dragging on the floor. Put your foot as close to the handle as you can get, about 6 to 8 inches away. Now, what we're going to do is an overhead press. So you're going to take the handle behind you and keep your wrist nice and straight. We're going to punch up to the ceiling and come back down. We're just going to start out with a few of just punching up. Try not to let your wrist come down, so really try to keep it straight and punch straight up. If you can't go all the way up, that's okay. You can just go out straight in front of you. Or if you can't get your arm all the way straight, that's okay too. And now what we're going to do is you're going to keep on this arm. You're going to punch up, then you're going to come through with the left. Punch up, step, and punch with the left, right straight out in front. Now I want you to speed it up a little bit. You're going to punch up, step, punch up, step, punch up, step. We have 5 more. Punch up, step, punch up, step. 4 more. Punch, 3, punch, 2, punch, and 1. All right, now you're going to switch to the other side. So you're going to grab both handles. Now this time, if you're following me, you're putting your left foot in front. Try to get it close to your toes or the ball of your foot. Take a really big step back with that right foot. I like to cross my band. You can keep it straight if you want to. You're gonna come down and then pull those arms back at the same time. Here we go. So you're coming down, pull back. If you can, try to do it at the same time. Pull those arms back as you're coming down just into that mini lunge. Keep going. If you need to use a wall for support, you can just kind of come right close to the wall, down and pull back. And we have 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, you're gonna hold this one now, and you're gonna pulse back. Small pulses, squeezing those shoulder blades together. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab one handle in your left hand, let the other side come down, and you're gonna step on it with your left foot about 6-8 inches away from the handle. We're just gonna start with just some presses straight up. Again, wrist stay straight, you're gonna punch straight up. Modify to straight out in front of you if you need to. And we're just gonna do 3 more here. You're punching straight up as high as you can. 2, and now you're gonna add in the step and punch with that right. Ready? Here we go. So you're gonna go up, out, up, out. Just make sure you're not stepping on the band handle because I don't want you to trip over it. So make sure you're stepping all the way back. And we have 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, punch up and punch out. Okay, now I want you to grab that band, fold it in half, and now you're gonna set it on the ground. Fold it in half and set it on the ground because it just makes it a little bit wider. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to hop over to the side. 1, 2. Hop over. 1, 2. We're going to start to get that heart rate going a little bit. Step over. 1, 2. I want you to make this quick. You can step over or you can hop over, but I want you to make those punches quick. If you need to, you can just kind of turn your palms up and kind of punch out this way if those punches don't feel very good to you. And I want you to keep going. We're going to go for another 15 seconds. Make sure you step all the way over that band though, because now it's a little bit wider than it was in the first video. And 3, 2, last one. All right. Pick up that band. And now this time you're going to put it on, kind of set it on the ground, and you're going to step with your heels. So it's kind of towards the back of your foot. You want to be about shoulder width away as far as foot position goes. Then watch carefully what you're going to do. Feed one handle through the other. So now you look like this. I would recommend everyone standing in front of a wall for this, especially if you have problems with squatting. What you're going to do is you're going to squat down, reach back with your hips, touch that wall, and then you're going to stand up against that resistance. Squat down, stand up. So you're going to lose that resistance a little bit, and then you're going to stand up against it using those hips. Now go down as far as is comfortable for you. Try to keep looking up and keep your chest up, and then you're going to squeeze up. Down and up. Remember, we're leading with our hips. You're bending your hips first. Reach back for that wall, and then you're standing up. Reach back for that wall. We have 4 more. Reach back and then stand up. And last 2. All right, last one, I want you to stay down there and hold it. Come down and hold it. Now I want you to pull up on that band a little bit. Keep it there, and you're just going to pulse up and down. So there should be some tension on that band. You're sitting your hips back and looking straight ahead at the video. We have 10 seconds. Really feel it right in those quads, and you might even feel it in the backs of your legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Okay, now this one is going to be a little bit challenging. You're going to put the band behind you, and you're going to take your right foot. And this one, if you need to, lean up against the wall for balance. But what you're going to do is you're going to kick back against this band. You can set it down every time. Kick back. I like to use the wall if you need to, because you can lean on the wall a little bit and then you can kick that foot straight back. As far as you can, even if you're here, that is okay. I just want you to try to straighten your leg as much as you can against the band itself. And notice my elbows are bent because that's giving me more tension. So this is also a low-key balance exercise too. And I want you to keep going. You're just leaning forward a little bit. You're not leaning forward a lot. And we have 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, and last one. And we're actually just going to stay on the same exercise, and you're just going to switch your legs. So your right foot is in front. Your left foot has the band underneath it. And same thing, you're just going to step back and straighten that leg. Whew. If you lose your balance, lean up against the wall. Modify how far back you're kicking. The higher you go, the harder it's going to be because you're standing on one leg for a little bit longer. So you can keep it nice and small and touch down each time. If you can, keep your foot try to keep your foot off the ground. That's going to be really challenging for your single leg balance. Straighten that leg. I want you to push that leg back as straight as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, 1. All right, nice job. We're just going to take it into we're going to stick with balance for a second, a balanced bicep curl. One foot is in front of the other. The band is underneath the front foot. Now, all you're going to do is you're going to stand here. You're going to look forward and you're just going to curl up one at a time. Keep your balance. Stay looking straight ahead. And we're going to do a few more just regular bicep curls and we'll switch it up a little bit. 3, 2, now I want you to hold it right here. Hold it where your elbows are at 90 degrees. And you're going to punch straight out in front of you, alternating arms for the last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to switch. So now we're just switching foot placement. Left foot is in front now. Right foot is behind. If you need to, you can widen your stance a little bit. So that way your feet are a little bit wider. And now you're going to stay here again. But this time we're just going to start with the punches and then we'll end with the bicep curl. So you're punching, keeping your elbow at 90 degrees. Just punching straight out in front of you. Palms should be up. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Now this time we're going right back to those alternating bicep curls. Keep that balance. Make sure you stay looking straight ahead. Try not to look down at your feet. Feeling right in those biceps. Right in kind of that middle arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. I want you to go back to those squats. So we're taking that shoulder width apart. Feet wise. You're going to feed one handle through the other. And now we're going to do the same thing. You're going to reach back for that wall, bending your hips first, and then squeeze up against that resistance. So stand up tall against that resistance. If you do need more resistance, you can actually try to kind of twist them a little bit more, so that way you will have a little bit more of that resistance. Reach back for those hips and stay looking up at the video. So keep your chest up. So try not to squat this way. Stay looking straight ahead and squeeze up. We have 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Hold it down. So come on down about halfway. Hold it. You're going to pull up on those bands a little bit, so you're doing kind of a bent over row. And then you're squatting up and down against that resistance. We have 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feel that booty burn. All right, now unhook those bands. We're going to go one more time with those kickbacks. So you're going to step in front of the band. Take that right foot back. You're going to pull up on the band a little bit, bend your arms, and you're going to punch back. Push your heel back. Try to straighten your leg as much as you can without bending forward too much. That's going to be hard on your balance. So just bend forward a little bit. And keep going. Push that heel back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now I want you to switch. So step in front of the band again. Take that left foot behind. Pull up on that band. And you're going to kick back with that left. Push back. Awesome job. We have 5 left. Straighten that leg as hard as you can. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. Okay. Last thing. We're going to get those heart rates going, then we'll slow it down a little bit. So, what we're going to do is have that band folded on the ground. You're going to step over, and we're going to go right back to those punches. Last effort to get that heart rate going. Climb it up there. You're stepping or hopping. You know, we're all about those lateral movements here. Get those lateral movements. Add in those arms. Like I said, you can punch straight out like this if punching doesn't feel good to you. And guys, we have 10 seconds left. I want you to try to go as quickly and safely as you can. Make sure you don't trip on the band though. 3, 2, and last one. Okay, first cool down exercise is the exact one we started with. Grab the band, feet in here. I want you to take some deep breaths while you do this to try to slow your heart rate back down. So nice deep breaths. And we're going to alternate lifting one at a time. Remember, you're keeping the arm straight. You're just going as far as you can maintain form. And I want you to try to take some deep breaths during this too. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we can just set that to the side. What you're going to do is take a wide step. So just go as wide as feels comfortable for you. Now what you're going to do is just alternate bending one leg. But I still want you to think about sitting your hips back, reaching back for that wall. Reach back for that wall. If you need to, you can push your hips back. Push your hips back. You should feel a stretch in your inner thigh. So make sure you're going over far enough where you can feel that. 3, 2, and last one. All right, we're going to bring that heart rate down We're going to do 5 deep breaths where I want you to inhale on the way up, exhale on the way down. We have 4 more. So inhale on the way up, exhale on the way down. Bring that heart rate down. 2 more. Reach up as high as you can. Make that spine as long as you can. And then exhale on the way down. All right, guys, you just finished day 2. Congratulations. I'm so excited. We have 6 more days left of this. So one of the things for next video, I want you to have a spot where you can anchor your band, either shutting it in the door or putting it around something stable where we can start to use it that way. So again, my name's Alyssa. I'm a doctor of physical therapy, founder of Keep the Adventure Alive. If you want to know more about us and see more resources, just click the description below. You'll see lots of different articles and lots of different super helpful things if you have arthritis. All right, thanks again for joining me, and I will catch you tomorrow for day 3.